Next game I'm looking forward to is actually in the same time slot as the Michigan-Texas game. It's nooner. Of course, big noon kickoff has Michigan-Texas. I'm fascinated by that. But low-key, dog, Arkansas-Oklahoma State. It's going to be on the screen, too. That's going to be in the multi-view. Woo! I'm excited. Arkansas can get their swagger back in week 2, baby. I'm excited. Arkansas has been doubted, dumped on, and diminished by its SEC peers, in part because the Razorbacks haven't had the kind of success that the Pokes have. Full stop. They're neighbors in Stillwater, because Fayetteville and Stillwater are not that far apart. We're talking about 2 hours here, dog. They have won a conference title in a lesser league, even though it is a Power 4 league. But my goodness, man, ain't nobody getting dumped on like Arkansas has been dumped on for basically the last 13 years. And that's what Oklahoma State basically getting an easier schedule. If Oklahoma State played the schedule that Arkansas had played in the SEC, they would have Arkansas results. But no, we're talking about Oklahoma State as a top 25 team because they've been able to recruit around winning. Okay? Arkansas tried to recruit around mediocrity. This is your chance to break out of that. Taylor Green needs to outplay Alan Bowman. We know this. We know that. But Jaquindon Jackson really got to outplay Ollie Gordon. Travis Williams got to put the clamps on Ollie Gordon. Landon Jackson got to be felt by Ollie Gordon if they're trying to win this football game. Because if Ollie Gordon get to run through you, that's game. Brendan Presley got that kind of game. Gavin Freeman got that kind of game. Rashad Owens got that kind of game. But you got to be able to stop them at the point of attack. And they returned all 5 offensive linemen from that starter. Like, I was struggling with whether or not to make that a top 10 team in preseason just because they returned everybody. But if you are Arkansas, this is what you want, dog. You want this team. You want a top 25 opponent that you owe a whooping to. Okay? Mike Gundy has got his clock cleaned by Oklahoma. 3-15. 3-15 against Oklahoma. Don't nobody say nothing because they win all the other games that they play. He lost to South Alabama last year 33-7. But no, Arkansas fans be the first people to tell you, we lost North Texas, and they don't ever let you forget that. At Oklahoma State, they lose to South Alabama. It's like, did we play in the Big 12 championship? Did we have a Doak Walker Award winner? You lost to South Alabama by double digits, and you scored 7 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want Arkansas to have the same opportunity to go compete at a high level like Oklahoma State has had. And I think this is their opportunity to show people that they can do that. Bobby Petrino absolutely found the gas pedal against UAPB. So much so that Alonzo Hampton, head coach of UAPB, had to get out here and say they can't take them 70 points with them to the SEC. Salt. You know what? I'd be salty too if I got 70 hung on me, especially when you run in 10-minute quarters in the second half. I'd be salty. For Sam Pittman, who ain't known to run up the score, like, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? I've been beating the hell out of this team. We've been hitting each other for the last 3 weeks. You in our way. And that's what you need to bring to Oklahoma State on Saturday. You need to bring you in our way. You beat Oklahoma State, all of a sudden, folks in Arkansas that can't wait for basketball season to start, they're going to be looking at Sam Pittman a little bit differently. Might be looking at him like you looked at him in 2021. You hear what I'm saying? I still got a lot of Arkansas people out here that just they don't want to hear none of this. We sorry. We mediocre. It's time to move on. Nah, man, you a win away. You a win away this weekend for feeling some kind of way about your Razorbacks for the first time in some time. And I think you deserve that. I think Arkansas fans deserve that. I can't wait to find out what y'all are about. Another game I'm looking forward to is a night game. It's a night game. It's Nebraska versus Colorado. Yo, dog. All right. So let's start with the football before we talk about the not football. Nebraska got a run game that looks legit. 4 running backs that carried the ball 33 times, 200 yards against UTEP. RJ, but it's UTEP. I don't care. Nebraska looked good, and Nebraska didn't turn the ball over. That's news where I'm from. Gabe Irvin said it best. He said we got playmakers across the board, and he's not wrong. Isaiah Nair showed out. That's a dude you can pull for. Blown out his knee twice. Transferred from Wyoming to Texas. Found a home at Nebraska. Had 6 catches for 121 from Dylan Raiola. If you get Malachi Coleman involved, you got a shot here, dog. You got a shot here. Last year, the difference between Nebraska last year and this year is they didn't have Dylan Raiola, and I mean that. It's not just that dude is Thule, that he's every bit the 5-star talent that he seems to be. It's that he did not turn the ball over. It's that his next turnover will be his first one in college. That's all Nebraska needed last year, was a quarterback that did not give the ball to the other team. That's it. That 3-3-5 is perfectly geared for Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, and Jimmy Horn, who are stars. But that 3-3 stack is meant to, we're going to take away everything you want to throw. We're going to make you run the football on us. And that is the thing that Colorado has not demonstrated it can do. Not last year, not this year. They can't run the football. Shedeur is a superhero. Travis is a superhero. Jimmy Horn is a superhero. They still can't run the ball, and they still can't stop the run. You can't run the ball, you can't stop the run, you're going to lose the game. You know, I got folks in the comments over here talking about, oh, well, it's nice to know that you're picking against Colorado. You mean I got two eyes? Is that what we're saying here? That I got two eyes? That I saw you in a dogfight with FCS North Dakota State, the number 2 team in FCS, and that Oklahoma State showed you exactly what you're supposed to do with a top-ranked FCS program? RJ, Oklahoma State is not the same program as Colorado. You damn right. That's what we're saying. So why would you expect that team to go up against a Nebraska team that is loaded for bear? A Nebraska team that felt like it was embarrassed by you last year, and not entirely untrue. But now you got to go to Lincoln. And as much as I like folks from Colorado, and I got some friends that root for that program, y'all ain't been to Lincoln when they really want to get you. You ain't been to Nebraska when they really want to get inside and open you up and see how you tick. They don't play football. They live football. It's the same thing I say about Arkansas and Oklahoma. This is the pro team. Y'all got the Denver Nuggets who won an NBA championship. Y'all got the Denver Broncos who have won a Super Bowl in the 21st century. What y'all got to complain about? What y'all got to be necessary about? What makes this the thing you must have? You know, that's the reason why I don't really pay much attention to the coasters about what they think about college football, because they ain't got to win like we got to win. If you got an NFL franchise in your state, you ain't got to win. You get to win. It's fine. Maybe you have a good year, maybe you don't. But in states where we ain't got no NFL program, when we ain't got no NBA championships, when we ain't got no World Series to speak of, where the national championship is the world championship, we got to win. And there is nothing more inspiring than someone that is getting picked to beat you because they're getting a lot more exposure and publicity than you, because their head coach is quite literally one of the 5 most important superstar athletes of all time. It's coming to your house. I live for those moments. You know, like I get the, among my colleagues, I'm a try hard, right? Among my colleagues, it's a whole bunch of what I do and do not have and where I come from. I want this really bad. I've always wanted this really bad. And I've always been committed to pushing my talent as far as it could possibly go, because the thing that's not going to hold me back is my work ethic. I'm going to outwork anybody in any room. So in that way, I'm very much of my state. I am very much of this red dirt. I'm very much of a state where people were told to go was a wasteland, was an American desert. And they only cared about it when we struck oil, pushing people off their land and trying to make them conform to a new set of values. But we kept a little bit of that outlaw streak. We kept a little bit of that rebel in us. And a whole bunch of this is, no, if it's a fist fight, I'm winning. There's a reason why the Oklahoma State Cowboys wrestling program is as revered as the Oklahoma football program, and it ain't got nothing to do with talent. It's got everything to do with, we're here to fight. Are you? My knuckles are bloody. My hands are scarred. My nose is crooked, and I got cauliflower ear. But you know what? If you want to get on, we can get on. We can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we from. That's Nebraska. You know, they be swinging sights through there, dog. Somebody knows how to run the combine out there. And I'm not talking about no NFL in the Indianapolis. I'm talking about, do you know how to make sure that gets where it's supposed to go? Do you know what the term bumper crop means? No? No? You don't have to wear coveralls to work every now and again? You ever vaccinate a cow? Huh? They ever give you the cattle prod and tell you to go round up the cows on a four-wheeler? Huh? Do you know how to you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to put you out there like that. I am going to say that if it is a fist fight you want, Nebraska's going to give it to you. Now, again, Shedeur Sanders is mostly unflappable, but they sacked that boy 7 times last year. 7 of the 50 times he was sacked. Travis Hunter's Travis Hunter. We know that. Jimmy Horn's Jimmy Horn. Now make everybody else play to their level. And I think Nebraska's got a shot there.